Hey guys, it's Susie Lee with Bella Lina Boutique. How are you? Come on in. So nice that you would jump on with me this Thursday evening and kind of hang out for a little bit. That's what we're going to do. We're going to hang out. We're going to make this so soft. I just bought a new blanket for our bed, for the master bedroom, and I bought this. It's a real nice soft. It feels just like this. So soft. Anyway, I'm going to take the tag off of this because we don't want her to look like Minnie Pearl. Howdy. Oh, it already was off. How about that? Howdy. This isn't going to be our Christmas angel. She's awfully tall. I'm going to have to bring her down like this when I do her head because you won't be able to see her. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this beautiful cone I got from the Hoblob. And hello, it's got some mechanism in here to hold it together, you know, like a kind of like a tomato cage, if you will. And this has already been covered. I've done them before where I've covered them, but I'm gonna zhuzh this up. We've got this, we've got this. We've got a little Christmas ball. This is gonna be her head. I need this titanium white. I think I got this. It's a Deco Art brand. I got this, I think, at Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken, or possibly Walmart. Doesn't really matter. But we're going to take this cute little bulb. This is a little plastic bulb that you get, you know, in the packs of 6 or 12 or whatever. I'm going to put a little bit of this white in. No, I'm not. So we are going to open this somehow with some heat. If not, I've got more white elsewheres. How are you guys? Have you guys been having a good week? Susie's been getting a lot done. All right. Let's see if we can get it open now. Sometimes there we go. It's like magic. See? Poof, like magic. All right, here we go. Just a little bit. We don't need a lot. And I'm actually going to put a little bit, just a dab. A little dab will do you of some water. I've got some clean water over here. Whoops. No. I can keep the brushes out the way. Just a dab of water, like maybe a tablespoonful. I need a little stir stick. A little stick and stir it all about. All right, so now we've got some thinned out white paint. This is titanium white by Deco Art, Americana. And like I said, I don't think we need much. We're just going to pour it in here like this. And we're going to make it white. We're going to give her white from the outside or from the inside out instead of the other way around, because it'll last longer, don't you think? We're just going to do this, roll it around like that. Might need a little extra, we'll see. We'll see how far we get with this. We're just guesstimating here at this point, right? We're going to glam this little angel baby up. She's going to be so pretty. I got some pretty wings that I made for her, some resined wings that I made for her. And we've got some beautiful laces, and we've got some beautiful Totally Dazzled. You know. I know you know. Add a little bit more to the mix. I think we're going to need some more, kids. More than I anticipated. All right, here we go. Pour it in and let it just flow back out. That's what we'll do. There we go. I get the show on the road. Anyway, we're just going to roll it around until the whole inside is covered like that. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take her head and we're going to set it aside over here. We've got this beautiful cone from the Hobby Lobby, and we are going to dress it up with some of this gorgeous lace that I also got from Hobby Lobby. I got it on clearance. It says as is. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's been cut in different spots. I'm not really altogether sure. So what we're going to do here, it's I've got this gorgeous lace. Look at this. This is bridal lace, and I've used it recently, but I just love, love, love this stuff. It's so pretty when you put it. It's kind of a white, more of a white than a creamy white, but when you put it up against the cream, don't you think it really stands out nicely? I love that. I love how it stands out. Okay, so I also have these beautiful flowers I have here from Hobby Lobby. You get these in the his and hers section. I'm gonna do the base of her in these beautiful roses. And I think what I'm gonna do, instead of doing around and around, I think what I'm gonna do is do it in pieces, in sections, like this. I think I can make it look better that way. I'm looking for the seam on this. There's a seam. Here it is. I want to put all the seams in the back here. So there's that. Make sure I get it right. And I think I'm going to just bring it slightly up because at the bottom we're going to have flowers. Let's see how big those flowers, how much of a space they're going to take up. A good amount. So I can raise it up here. I can raise it up right here. See if my glue is hot yet. It's hot enough to get this to lay down. I do believe. Put on my little finger protector. Okay, folks, through the magic of video editing, we're going to speed this up a little bit. You're welcome. So all three of the scallops, they all match up. She's looking cute, right? Now I have these. I'm going to work from the bottom up simply because it's easier that way for me right now anyway. So I've got a whole bird cage full of these roses. I've got them in, I had them in different sizes, but I think the ones I have now are all bigger. So we're going to use a plethora. Don't you love that word? A plethora of white roses all around the bottom. That's going to be the bottom of her skirt. Okay, let's see. I just want to make sure I have enough, and I do. I have pink ones too. Should we add some pretty pink in there? Should we add a little bit of color? I like it with the pink in the middle of the white. I do. It's pretty. I have enough of the little ones, of the little pink. I got some. No, I don't know that. I do. I think I have enough of the little pink to do it. I'm going to start in the back, and I'm going to start adding these little roses back here at the bottom. I'm going to add the pink. Just a little dab will do me here. It is pretty. We do have enough, so there's that. And I'm just going to really put them close, very closely together. Kind of scrunch them up. Oh, this is looking really pretty. All right, so I'm just going to keep going around at the base. I am glad that I added a little bit of pink, y'all. It was a good call. I think just that little tiny bit is making a difference. And now that I have it where you can see it a little bit, can you see how pretty? Look at, yeah, that's pretty. I like that. Move that that little petal up a little bit to make sure. I just want to snug them all in there real nice. Looking good. Okay. So, I hope I have enough of the little ones here. I got a couple more. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, and I got one over here too, so good, 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 good. I just want to make sure I didn't run short. I was pretty sure I had a lot. Snuggle that one in down there. How cute is this? All right, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Maybe 2, 3 more flowers. If I quit talking, I can get done faster, right? Oh gosh, this turned out just right. Last one. It fit in here just perfect. Right in the midst of it all. Boom. It's like I just planned it that way, and I so didn't. Bye-bye, guys. Oh, I love that. That is so pretty. Look at that with that little bit of pink. How gorgeous is that? And the bridal lace. Love that. Love it. So pretty. All right. So, how's the head doing over here? How's the head doing? I think I need to dry it out just a little bit. See if we can. All right. So, gosh, I hate to put that on there. Hold on. I need a clean. I need a clean one, a clean cup that's not gonna get paint all over it. There. Because this is hot, y'all. I don't want to melt the plastic either. You don't want to liquidate it. I just want to make sure it's not dripping out anymore. Because I don't want it dripping down the lace, you know, that'd be kind of ugly. All right, what I should probably do, just for grins and giggles, is to take and make sure that this is not falling out anymore, just for a second, while we talk about this. I just want to make sure this isn't dripping out anymore. I'm going to show you the wings and things. This is the side I'll be using. It's kind of beveled right here. But look at how pretty those turned out. Aren't those gorgeous? This is resin. This was a resin pour that I did. Looks like there's a few little bubbles in there back there on the back. I don't know how that happened, but we're going to cover, they're going to be up against this here. Because I've got a couple of hearts I'm going to put on the front of this. Here's my Totally Dazzled hearts. I'm going to use silver. This is my favorite Totally Dazzled heart. It's a puffy heart. It's a puffy heart. It's so pretty and it's so ornate, right? I love, love, love that. However, it doesn't lay flat on this surface. It will be ever so slightly over the top of it, but I like it. This is a flat one. This one is filigree as well. It's not as ornate, but it is ornate, and I could even add some bling to it or something if we so choose. Could use that one, or we could use the smaller one. I have a smaller silver one. Let's look at the flat one first. This is the flat piece here, like that. Okay. Then there's this puffy one. Kind of like the puffy, but I'm not sure. What do you think about, oops, I'm backwards to y'all. That one? Or this medium-sized one could go right in the middle here and just be kind of a smallish piece in the center. But I don't know about the small one. It's got to be one of the bigger ones. You go big or go home, right? Just going to take a little look at it myself here up close and personal and see what she look like. on her. I'll pull it back so y'all can see too, like that. Okay, here's little Miss Puffy back here. You see the flat. The flat is pretty. Puffy is pretty. They're both pretty. They're both pretty. I think that the flat will lay better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the flat one on. All right, give me some B7000. Oh, this is E6000. I don't want that one. I want this one. Display it in front of a mirror, then you can see the wings. Yes, that's true. You can if you do that. Yes, indeed. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think, is on the side that's beveled here, where you can feel all of the. Is that what I want to do? I want the part that's beveled to be seen. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to do the part that's beveled so that you can see it on the front, so that I'm going to put the flat on the flat. Does that make sense? And I think it'll make more sense because it'll lay flatter when I apply it. Yes, ma'am, sir. That works. Yeah. I had to think for a minute. Could you hear those wheels grinding? That was my brains. Whew. Smoke is coming out. Fire. Got the fire department over. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm just going in and out of all this filigree, all this lacy, they call this filigree. I'm going in and out around the edge. All that good stuff. All right. Why do I always, because I have white on white, I always lose this. Hold on, I'm going to put a little bit around here as well. And then I'm going to put some hot glue right in the center and slap that bad boy on. Got to get it positioned so I don't burn my fingers off. What, my link about, what link? Totally Dazzled? My link for Totally Dazzled is in my link tree. All of my links are in my link tree for anything that I do. So if you want to know something like touchstone jewelry, where my jewelry comes from, or any of that, it's all in my link tree. My link tree is at the top of my page. It's got everything that you could my YouTube channel. By the way, if you're not following me here at Lina Boutique or on YouTube or Pinterest, I'm on there too. All of my links are on there. Everywhere I am, you can find me through my link tree. So, okay. All right, this is what we got so far. So you can see it through there, but the back will look like this. Okay, so this kind of fancied up the back a little bit. And then let me see that seam. I got to keep that seam in mind back here. Okay, and this is where it's going to go. I think right about there would be a good spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some, I want to do E6000. If I can get E6000 to work, to come out and play, I will, because I like this for heavier things, but it doesn't feel like it's going to come out to play. I'll use the B7000. I'll just use more of it. That's all. Okay, so where was it touching? Just got to double check. Sorry. All right, it's touching at the heart, and it's touching here, 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 and here. Those little spots, that's where it's touching. So what I'm going to do is go around the heart a couple of times, a nice thick bead of B7000, like that. Like that. And I think I'll use the B7000 up here as well. Just around the perimeter of that area, not the whole thing. And down here. And then down here. Just the spots that touch. And then hot glue in the center of that heart should hold it pretty well. Okay. Lay it down. Wouldn't you know, my hot glue is about to run out. Right as I'm getting ready to load up this heart, it decides it's going to fizzle out. All right, here we go. I'm going to put a lot of it, a glob of it in the middle. Not too much, I don't want it going everywhere. But turn it around quickly. And right at that seam, we're gonna do this. And hold. Oh, so pretty. We'll just hold it there for a minute. So as soon as this is not hot anymore, I can let go of it and we can finish the head. Indeed. I'm thinking I might grab, did I grab some white, creamy white? I have some creamy white satin ribbon. I think it would be really pretty, but you know what else would be pretty would be, well, if we wouldn't have put the pink on, I would have done a big red ribbon at the top, but satin would be pretty. Also, I have silver. I think silver would be really stunning. A little silver ribbon. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, can I let go of this yet? I don't know if I can. I'm afraid to. Afraid to let go. I don't want it to fall. I think it's fine now. I think we're fine. All right. Let's do this. Let's just lay it down here for a second. We'll just let it sit there for a minute. I just want to check on this, see if any more came out. No, it did not. So I think we're good to go on the head. So let's do this. Bring her down here so y'all can see. I got these little finger protectors for my thumb. Got one for my thumb and one for my forefinger. It came with my new, not so new anymore, but it came with my glue gun. So if I put a little bit of glue and I just kind of make it look like a, you know, like a FOMO. You know what I'm saying? Like a little faux mohawk. And I just kind of do this. Might be messy at first. Like pinch it this way and then this way. Because that fur gets in the way of the bulb getting on there. But if I can harden it with a little bit of hot glue and make it come to a point. See what I just did? That worked, y'all. Sometimes. And you're not going to see it because it's going to be inside the bulb, right? Like that. And now we have a cone head. Now it'll fit on there, I think, better because this is going to be, yeah. All right, I think that's good. All right, here we go. We're going to put her head on her. And don't get scared. Just going to put a good amount of glue and let it drip down. And as we do, and around this part right here. course, it's not coming out like I wanted it to. Okay. And I'm going to take the fur and push up on it with my little finger protectors. You can see all that hot. Ooh, it gets hot right through that finger protector, guys. It's hot up there. My fingers can stand a lot of heat, I'm telling you. But, okay. I'm pushing the fur up while I'm pushing the globe down so that it won't be a bobblehead. You don't want it going all over the map, right? Like that. You know what I could have done too for the wings, because they seem a little floppy, but they're not going anywhere. What I could have done, woulda, coulda, shoulda, Susie, I could have taken a piece of ribbon and crisscrossed it in the back and brought it up to the front and tied it. That would have made them stop flopping around and then put the heart on. Could have done that. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, Susie. But it's on there. It's on there good. And as it dries, it'll get harder. So that's good. I do have some Totally Dazzled bows here. I've got a bow, and I've got some beautiful silver ribbon. I've got some sparkly ribbon here. I have this sparkly one. I don't know if I want this one. Nope, this is the kind you use on florals. It's got a plastic feel to it. This one here is satin, not cotton, not tense. And I like this because it's satiny. It's not a two-faced satin, double-faced, but it's got kind of a satin side and a flat side. But I'm all right with that because this one here I would make a little what do you call, like a shoelace bow on it, I think. But I could do a. And I've got this Totally Dazzled piece here with a little pearl on it. I thought I could put this in the center of that bow. What do you think about that? You put that little, put a little bow right in the center of her bow. A bow on a bow. You know what I'm saying? Like right here up at her neck, I'd have a pretty bow. But I think I'm gonna wrap this around her neck here and just kind of a big long piece of it so that I can tie it in a shoelace bow after. Okay. Find the center right here-ish. And what I'm going to do, we're going to add just a little bit of hot glue so it goes around her neck. Nice. Don't get it on her head, Susie. It'll come off because it's acrylic. I can just peel it right off. I can feel. Yeah. It will come off. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie a little knot, a little loop right here for now, just to give it some, to make it more secure. Does that make sense to anybody but me? Okay, just like that. Those be her little tails. Get that little bit of hot glue off the back of this. That's the beauty of hot glue, is that it peels right off of plastic. Yeah, there we go. All right, I like that so far. All right, I'm going to make her a pretty bow here. A pretty bow and a pretty bow. Not much of one because I don't have a lot of this left. But I can make her a decent bow from this. What you do is you make a loop and another loop, fold it under, okay? You squinch it together. Let's see if this is going to be too big before I go crazy here. I don't want this taking away from her wings. And it might if I do that. What happens if I do a shoelace bow with this? If I make a big old four poof bow, if I do that, it's going to take away from her wings, and I don't want to do that. Let's just see what a little shoelace bow might look like. You know, like when you tie your shoelace. That kind of bow. With the Totally Dazzled in the middle. I think that'll be pretty. Yeah, it won't overpower. Yeah, that'll work. We can make this a lot smaller. Don't want it overpowering. That's the thing. See, sometimes you have to change your plan in midstream. Let me just slice that off like that. We gotta fuss with it a little bit, you know. We'll do a little bit of bow fussing. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it just below that knot so that I can put another little shoelace bow on top of that with this. Let's see, that's my plan. So it's gonna be a stacked kind of effect. Just, I think I'll dovetail this. Fold this in half, and on the fold going upward, you're just gonna cut a nice little V. Like that. You're going to do the same thing for this side. Fold it in half. Like that. Where did that V go? Right about there. Fold it in half, and on the fold, going upward, you just cut a little V. So now we have a couple of cute little dovetails. And I always like to do this, but this is one of those metallic ones. You gotta be quick with this because this could be really, gotta be fast. I like to seal the ends, but you gotta be careful with these metallics. It works, but you have to be fast. It's kind of like when you work with the sheer fabrics, the sheer bows. You have to be careful because they can take off on you. But it does seal it and keeps it from fraying. Okay. I like that. All right, we're going to put a little bit of hot glue right on the back of this knot here and adhere it right below the knot that I tied for the satin bow, for the satin ribbon. Okay. Just like that. Thank you, Debbie. Okay. She's cute. And while that's drying, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to let these hang. I like these hanging here like this. These cute little satin tails. I'm going to let them hang. I'm going to go ahead and cut them at an angle. Like that. Seal them. I usually do 3 times. That usually does it. 3 passes. And we're good to go. Okay. Stay up there, little bow. Stay in there. Okay, I'm going to lay it down for just a second. I'm going to take... This is a sheer one. I could do this sheer one. What would that look like? That would be pretty. This little sheer one, I could make another little shoelace bow and put on top of that. And then put the Totally Dazzled bow on top of that. Let's do that because we've already got satin tails. Okay. And people always say, how do you do your little shoelace bows? I just start to do them like you're tying your shoelace, and I let the left side go. I just let it go, and then it flips around on its own. And, you know, you let it just do its own thing. Don't fight with it. See, this is one of the sheer ones. You got to go fast with it. See how quickly that just kind of like, it took off. Got to be careful of starting fire. Fire! All right. Pretty inside this. This one right here. A little dab of glue. I'm going to push that down because we got to get it to stay pretty good, because that is a heavier, not real heavy piece, but it's heavy enough. Okay, we'll do a little operation here. Calling Dr. Howard Dr. Fine. Put a little bit of hot glue back here to hold it well. Hold it down. There we go. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, here we go. And I do believe she needs a crown. What do you guys think? I have my crown sitting here. I'm going to look inside this little box and see what I got left. Time to place an order. Okay, as this hot glue gets hardened, it's going to hold better for our Totally Dazzled piece. Okay, I'm going to do a little bow fluff in here in the front. Just a little bit. I'm thinking she's really pretty. You see her? She's cute. Love that. And look at her angel wings in the back. Look at these with the heart. Isn't that pretty? I love that we didn't paint them white. I like the clear angel wings. They look like glass. It just makes it a little bit more elegant, I think. All right. I think I'm going to put this bow on first before we do the crown. Let's do that. A little bit of B7000 and a little bit of hot glue. Will be good. Put some B7000 on that ball, and then around the edge. That will hold it permanently. And then I'm thinking there's little dips here in the, don't burn your fingers, Susie. I won't, she said. Famous last words, right? I won't. I won't, she said. And then she did. I always do that. Lucky I have any fingerprints at all left on my hands. All right, I like it. I think it's really cute. All right, I'm going to put her down here just for a second. All right, you just got to find the right one to fit her head. That's all. These are the mini crowns from Totally Dazzled. This is one of my favorite ones right here. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's just take us a looky. Blue. Ready? Oh boy, we got some glue strings up in here. All right. Okay, here's that big one. I said it probably wouldn't fit, and I was right. It doesn't fit. It makes the it's although she's what's the word? Although it doesn't look like it's too big on her, it is in that it doesn't fit around the globe very well. Like all sides would fit with this, like all the way around. Even though it's a smaller crown, it touches the bulb all the way around, whereas that one only had like a couple of spots. Same thing with this. This one fits all the way around. So this is really pretty. I don't know, get my finger out of the way. Maybe you can see better. There we go. Kind of cute off to the side like that, wouldn't it? I don't know. I kind of like it off to the side, just like that. And then there's this one, which I love, love, love. And we could make it ever so slightly askew as well, or we could just put it more toward the back, like that, so that when she's, see what I'm saying? Just ever so slightly, so that it's not perfectly straight up, but it goes a little bit toward the back. I kind of like that. It's between these two here. Well, I say bling wins. The bling wins for me. I mean, she is a Christmas angel. We're gonna give her some Christmas. A little bit of Christmas. What happened here is what I want to know. Oh, this one slid. I'm gonna have to fix the lace front to make it lay down in the front here. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna just go in the front here and give it a little bit of hot glue because it slid upward. And I'm like, why is this lace on top of the other one? And I know I didn't put them that way. Remember, I separated them. But it's because it wasn't glued right in the right spot. All right, I'll fix that a little bit better later, but I just want to make sure it wouldn't slide up anymore on me. All right, let's put this pretty little crown back here. I think that'll be beautiful. And that will be the finishing touch on her. All right, I'm going to turn it upside down. We're going to put a little bit of hot glue and some Elemental P, B7000. We're going to put B7000, little stations. What I like to do is I like to do like 2 big stations of B7000. And then 2 big stations of hot glue, and then just hold it till the hot glue holds, right? And then overnight, that B7000's it's gonna take over. Come on down. Want it right there. Oh, yes. She's cute. Ever so slightly askew. Just slightly. I really like that. Sure the glue isn't coming out where it shouldn't be. And another thing I like to do in the morning when everything's all dry and that, I might go in with my fine tip here inside, around the inside, right at the edge, and let that glue kind of drip around, puddle around the edge a little bit, just so that it'll make sure it's not coming off. It probably won't, but I always give it a little extra, especially because the things I ship, the things I sell, I like to have them make it in one piece. So there's that. Anyway, you guys, I think she turned out so special, so pretty. Let's see how tall she is. Someone asked me how tall. Well, how tall is she now? Let's see. From the top of her little crown here, from her highest point and down, roughly, if I can get this thing to cooperate, roughly 2 feet. Yeah, roughly 2 feet. That's a good size angel, right? She's going to stand up nice and tall, and she's going to make everybody take notice, right? I think she turned out darling, just darling. And if you wanted to, you could go in here and you could add some more bling in between here, some little, blingy buttons or something like that. You could do that. I'm not giving her a face. I'm not giving her arms. She's just one of those, what do you call those Amish angels where they don't put the face on. They just, They just leave them like this. I love her. I think she turned out really, really cute. And I like that little bit of pink on the bottom. It gave her just a little bit of something. It gave her some sass, didn't it? It gave her sass. I love her. All right, so there you go. A bougie angel. Bougie, if there ever was a bougie angel. Look at her from behind. I think she's so cute. I'll be taking pictures and videos like I always do in the light of day. All right, there she is. One last look at our beautiful Christmas angel. 2024. There she is in all her glory. And I'll see you again soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.